Good morning, guys! So today we're up at the RV, as you can see, and it's still pretty buried in snow, but we really wanted to get out this weekend because we're feeling a little too isolated with this whole pandemic thing going on, so we decided to do something a little different this week.
We are borrowing the Jeep. We're borrowing Alysha's brother's air mattress, grabbed a few of our camping goodies from the RV, and we're now going to do a little bit of overlanding, or car camping if you will, instead of the typical RV camping we're used to doing. We're gonna hit the road out to the warmer area of BC and get started, guys. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so we've driven through Ashcroft and we're kind of at that Barnes Lake recreation site we've camped at before with the RV. We found this little pullover spot. It's kind of a makeshift campsite. We thought maybe we would try overlanding here, but we go a bit farther down the road. There's a different campsite area we haven't used yet. They have outhouses, picnic tables, and actual fire rings. So I think we're gonna go try and camp there tonight and check that out.
Alright guys, so here we are. We're at our campsite here at Barnes Lake near Ashcroft. We were originally thinking about going to Juniper Beach Provincial Park, but we just got notice on the way out here that it's actually closed. I guess all BC provincial parks have recently closed because of COVID-19 and that whole thing, so yeah, we decided to head out here to this recreation site, which isn't closed, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's actually like 15 degrees Celsius out right now, which is crazy. Luke, how much is that in Fahrenheit again?
I think we determined it was roughly 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which might not sound that great, but that's the warmest we've been in the last 3 or 4 months, so we'll take it.
Yeah, so like 60 degrees Fahrenheit, pretty decent for us, really. Yeah, we've got our bed set up in the back here. Let's give you guys a little tour, actually.
We have borrowed Alysha's brother's air mattress that fits in the back of the Jeep here. So we've got an air mattress already inflated, 2 blankets on top because it might get a little cold. There's a chance it gets slightly under freezing even maybe tonight. So we have layers, we have blankets, and even more blankets to use. Climb in the trunk and use that for the bed. Underneath the air mattress, we have the seats there, we have our water jugs, we have some food on the other side, a bit of kindling my dad gave us. He gave us some kindling and firewood, so taken care of for a campfire tonight. This Jeep we're borrowing from Alysha's parents actually even has a sunlight sunroof on the back for the back seat. So laying down in bed, we're actually going to be able to look up at the stars at night is the plan here. So we have an exciting night ahead of us here. So that's it for the Jeep. Here is our beautiful campsite. We're right on the lake. We're gonna have a bed view from the bed to the lake. We've got a fire ring. We've got an outhouse that is actually open even though campsites are closed down. And man, it is a nice time to be outside here, guys.
So it's really cool being right on the lake here, but the lake's actually still frozen. So I guess that just shows you what we're dealing with here. It's kind of like the endish of May, or sorry, it's kind of like the endish of March here in Canada, and we really just researched the warmest place that we could drive to go camping this weekend, and this just happened to be it. So we're really enjoying it here so far. We're going to get some lunch ready here and start enjoying camping again. We're so excited to finally be out here again, camping in the outdoors, in nature, and especially with all of this like social distancing stuff going on, it's just really nice to kind of get out in the fresh air and not feel like infested by germs all the time. So yeah, let's get lunch ready here. Alright, so before we had left this morning, I had made us some little like Thai salads. It's just like cabbage, carrots, green onions, I think that's about it. And then I'm just going to add some of these like dried chow mein noodles, and there's also some chopped up peanuts in there. And I've got some peanut sauce dressing that we're going to put on the salad and have some lunch here. It's definitely not like a super authentic Thai lunch, but it's going to be a delicious Thai salad, so let's go.
Alright guys, so Alysha's lunch earlier was delicious and we've been enjoying some time in the sun here, but it's 5:50 and although the sun's supposed to set at 7:15, you can see that the shade and the shadows are already rolling in because we're camping at the base of a hill. We didn't really take that into account for time we would be losing the sun at. So we're making the most of the last little bit of sunshine, and then I think we're going to be getting the campfire going on in a little bit here too.
See you later, sun. Okay, so with the sun going down, it's time to start layering up. I'm actually getting really cold already. My fingers are getting cold, so let's layer up. Is making a fire back there and getting that rolling. We decided to bring hot dogs for dinner tonight, so we're gonna cook those up on the fire, but we forgot to bring hot dog roasters, so I'm on the hunt for a stick that we can cook our hot dogs on. So right down here by the lake, there's a bunch of these like nice looking hot dog stick. Hey wait, did somebody already use this as a hot dog stick? Oh, I'm pretty sure they did. Look.
Hey, you could just toast that one off and you'd save the effort and you'd be saving the environment, Alysha.
No, I want my own hot dog stick.
Yeah. There's a lot to choose from.
Alright. Let's see here. Alright, Luke, I picked my stick.
That's the one?
Can you make it into a hot dog cooker for me?
Of course we can.
Turned out pretty good. Thanks for the hot dog stick, Luke.
And here we are, guys, settled into the Jeep. Hopefully we don't get too cold tonight. I'm kind of curious. 0, maybe -1 Celsius. We'll see how cold it actually gets down to, but we've got layers, we've got blankets, and it should be a fun experience here. We're really enjoying the whole getting out in the Jeep thing here, so.
Yeah, so far in the Jeep, it doesn't seem too cold. We just had the heat on for a little bit to try and get like a jump start on the heat in here.
Yeah.
And I think our body heat and being under the covers is going to do the trick, so super excited.
Yeah, now to lay back under the stars, take advantage of the starlight above us here, and we'll see you guys in the morning.
See ya!
Woo. And good morning, guys. So it did get super cold last night, but we got through it. We had our toques. I have this sweater on top of this sweater, on top of a long sleeve, on top of a t-shirt. I got sweatpants on sweatpants, socks on socks, so we got through the night. The sun is shining and super warm out here now, so we're gonna get the morning fire going, have some breakfast.
So guys, as Luke was saying, our sleep was actually pretty good. I'm like a heavy sleeper in general, so I only woke up a couple of times, and the sleep wasn't really that bad. The only thing I had was it felt like my legs were getting a little claustrophobic because there's not much room in here to kind of spread out, but I did get up once in the middle of the night and just kind of stretch my legs, and I felt totally better after that. So yeah, overall, I think car camping is a go. I mean, obviously compared to RV camping, it doesn't have a lot of the same comforts, but it's also kind of nice in a way. It sounds kind of silly maybe, but not having those comforts and not having the option of just going to, you know, sit at the dinette and eat, or hide out inside if you are a little bit cold outside, because it was a really nice experience just getting out and being more in nature. It's more relaxing. I don't know. There's something about it, guys. It's really lovely. And also it's great having this amazing view when you wake up in the morning. I mean, check this out. So there's Luke out there starting a fire for us to warm up. The lake and the mountains. So cool. So we're thinking that it's going to be probably another couple weeks before we have the RV up and ready to go and the sandy stations all open again so that we can de-winterize. So I'm thinking that we're going to try borrowing all this equipment again and heading out another time and trying overland again somewhere else. Hopefully when it's a teeny bit warmer, but I mean, honestly, the weather hasn't been too bad for us. I mean, with the sun coming in, it's gorgeous. I feel like I'm on a Mexican beach right now. It's so good. So now I think the plan is we're going to have some breakfast by the fire when it's up and raging. I brought us some overnight oats with peanut butter and bananas in it, so that should be delicious, as well as some coffee and some muffins. So let's get cracking.
Okay guys, so we got the fire going. Yesterday I dumped the last little bit of this milk jug into this thermos, and then I made coffee with a pour over and then dumped it all into the milk jug. So now I am going to pop this off and pour the milk into the coffee. Me and Alysha, neither of us are really black coffee drinkers unless we have to be, so we put a little bit of milk in this thermos. I also put a little bit of flavoring syrup inside here too. We did like a smoked butterscotch kind of thing.
Okay, let's try it out. You know, it's actually pretty good, but it'd be like so much better hot right now.
Yeah, cold coffee in the cold morning.
This will get us going though. So we're just hanging out by the fire down here, and there's eagles that keep going by. We saw them yesterday too. There's like a big bald eagle and like another kind of weird looking eagle. But
kind of golden eagle.
Yeah, maybe a golden eagle. Don't really know for sure. But they just like fly back and forth across the lake. It's so pretty. They're so huge. It's amazing, really. Danger.
Whoa. It's safe enough for you.
Oh boy. I'm scared. Will it break? Will I die? Guess we'll see in a second. What?
It breaks. Remember to hold the camera above your head so it doesn't get wet at least.
Wow. I'm so glad you care about me. Come on, Luke. It's fun.
Is it actually safe for us all?
Yeah. That's funny, because yesterday when I was testing it out, I was like, nah.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was more melted yesterday.
Oh. This is cool. Bonus. Yeah, what a good camping time. We've had an awesome experience out here. Look how awesome this is.
You know, honestly, the fact that we can walk all the way out here on this ice means that we probably are crazy for camping right now. Whenever I told anybody that we were camping, like coworkers and stuff, they all thought we were crazy. It was way too cold, but this is amazing. With the sun on you, it's honestly not that cold.
So we're trying out breakfast here now. It's a nice cinnamon apple kind of a taste.
Apple?
No? Okay, well probably not cinnamon apple, but...
It's banana and peanut butter.
Whoa.
I did add cinnamon though.
Oh, okay, I was like, my taste palette is way off right now then. Sit here with the fire, enjoy the sun. But this is a great little just... With camping in the car, that's what we found. It's all about how well you prepare. If you pre-pack your meals, it makes your life so much easier. You don't gotta worry about bringing all the ingredients. You just open it up, there's breakfast. You pack your salad in your Tupperware, there's lunch and dinner. All those things just make life so much easier. And we're ready for breakfast, guys. What?
You dripped on yourself?
Oh no.
Alrighty guys, and just like that, we were packed up and ready to go home. It was actually like a really fast trip. It went by super quick. It was just fun, like getting out and doing something different. It's obviously way different than what we've had like camping in an RV before, so it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a nice way to get out in nature quick. It's nice that you can do it really fast and on the fly with your vehicle. All we had to do was pack up our clothes, get on out here, and we had a good time. One of the things that we noticed is not having as much resources as we're used to working with. Not being able to charge our batteries and that kind of stuff makes it a little different being techies like we are and taking the photography, but it made a good one-night trip. But if we were to stay for 2 nights, we wouldn't have any food, any ingredients, any way to charge all of our drones and cameras. So I think that's kind of the difference too, is RVing is a better long-term lifestyle, whereas this is a really easy, quick one-night kind of weekend getaway we're going to plan on doing more.
Yeah, and honestly, not even saying that one is better than the other, because camping and living under the RV is totally different than what we just did here with overlanding in the Jeep, but it's a totally different experience. It's more of like a tenting experience where you're kind of out in nature, you're relying on the fire more, you're relying on your skills more, and the weather more. So it was just like a fun experience where we didn't feel as spoiled as we did in the RV, which was kind of fun.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're packed up and ready to hit the road here now, though. On the way back to Salmon Arm, we're going to stop by 2 sandy dump stations. There's the one in Cache Creek and the one in Salmon Arm, and we're curious if either of them are going to be open yet. We want to get RVing soon, and we know the Salmon Arm one has been closed, and that's going to be pretty important when we start RVing again.
Alright, it's the moment of truth. Will the sandy dump be open? No.
Ah, still closed, guys. Closed for the season.
Oh. Alright, well, next stop is Salmon Arm to see if their sandy dump is open.
It's spring. Come on, guys.
Alright, moment of truth.
No, it's still sealed, guys.
Dang, guys. Sandy Dump's still closed in Salmon Arm, too. We've seen so many Class A's and RVs on the road on the way back to Salmon Arm as well.
I'm not sure why they're all on the road, but they're all towing their vehicles as well, which is very unusual for this time of year in this area. So I'm wondering if they're all coming back from the States, like all the snowbirds coming back and having to come home now.
Yeah, crazy all the borders closing and everything going on right now as well, so I guess we'll see what happens for RVers. Anyways, with that being said though, hopefully you guys enjoyed the overlanding and car camping experience with us. We wanted to get out and do some kind of adventure at least. It felt good to get outdoors again, so.
Yeah, definitely. And the sun is finally shining again. It feels like it's been forever, so we're loving it.
Yeah. Anyways, until next fun adventure, guys, thank you for tuning in and good to see you. And we'll see you around.
See ya.